You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, going live. In 3, 2, 1. We're live. All right.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Drift from Driftwood Gaming. I'm joined with T.
Hi.
And what's up? We got Skepsis D here. It looks like T is going to pound TileD into submission. That's hot.
I'm going to try. Let's see what happens.
Ray Bob. No, Skepsis D. What's up, Ray Bob? How you doing?
So Lenga says Lily looks like she wants to learn more about this TileD stuff, and Skepsy says she looks like she's outgrown her flower PJs. She has.
Yeah.
I had to update her picture because she's not a baby anymore.
Yeah, she's a toddle. She's a wee little toddle. How are you guys doing today? So T's going to be working on Understood, doing some mapping, and she wanted to do something special for you guys. She's going to like show.
Start from scratch.
Yeah, go for it.
Right from this point where you click File, New, and then say New Map. And I'll explain this a little bit. This I never change. I really don't know what this means, so I don't touch it. And then this is like the width in tiles and height. Width and height in tiles. And the tile width and height is over here. I go by 24 by 24, and this map is going to be 52 by 38 because I think that's the right size for the default parallax size in Z.
What's up, Tony Dev 407?
Whoa, 5,238. Yes, that's how big it's going to be.
What's up, Warlock Games? You came for my pickle. Oh my god. I don't know if T's going to be okay with this.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
T3's Coconuts. Hey, how you doing, T3? You've been commenting on a lot of videos, and I tried to reply to one of them, and then on my video it didn't even show your comment. So like, did you delete?
Yeah, YouTube's weird.
Did you delete the comment, or is YouTube just not showing me all the comments? Because like my notifications popped up, and it's like T3 said, "Can you make a video about?" I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something like, "Can you make that?" In MZ, clicker. It was something about a clicker, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I went to hit reply,
and I
clicked on the video, and it was gone. I'm
nowhere
like,
to be found.
Damn.
All right. So the one thing about TileD that I've learned is that you have to do a ground layer before you can really do anything with just like a boring grass or something. But also, it changes the color of the grass a little bit. So I have taken to doing 2 ground layers actually. So I'll do like, oh no, I can't paint it.
Have you tried Half Sours Warlock Games? They're really
now.
good. They're really good. We have some of those.
Why is it not painting? Come on now. TileD. Oh, you can't paint the ground layer? I thought you could.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains some of it then, T3. No worries.
Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. You can't paint on the ground layer with the terrain. That's just like, I don't know why, but you just can't. So we're not going to do that. Get out of here. You got to actually come over to the actual tile sets and pick some grass out of something. Grass. What color do I want? This is like in the forest, so I think this is probably a good color. Let's grab this grass. And now I can paint on the ground layer. Check it out. Yes, now we're cooking with fire. So this is like base. This is base layer, so I just put like base layer. But here's the thing. If I do another layer with this color grass above the base layer, it won't be the same color. So I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna call it ground 1.
Sir Legna asked, can you make a transparent ground be your base?
No.
Okay.
It won't work. You can't really build on it. You have to like put something down first. And it's like, it must have some kind of transparency or something because, let's see if I still have the file. I might be able to show you what I'm talking about. It was like blowing my mind. I was like, it's the same grass. Why isn't it the same color? I don't understand. And I spent like a long time trying to figure out why it didn't look the same.
Hey, congrats, T3. He bought MZ today.
Cool. All right, so let me open this up here. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can notice, it's pretty subtle, but on the cliffs, the grass is just a little bit darker than on the ground.
What's up, Slim? How you doing?
I thought maybe it was different grass, but it's not. It's exactly the same grass. The only difference is this grass is directly on the first base layer. So what I had to do was go back and put a layer above the base layer. Let's see. And as you can see now, they're the same color. And literally all it is the base layer grass with another base layer grass on top of it. And it makes it so that they're the same color. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But it's just what you gotta do, apparently. It's what I did.
That's what you gotta do.
That's what you gotta do. So that's where we start, is with a base layer of grass. But I made this little thing. It's not completely from scratch because I was actually working on something this morning. I made this really crappy little parallax, I guess. And I'm kind of hoping that I can make a pathway that like looks like it's leading into the woods and that you can see the castle in the background.
It looks tight.
I don't know if it's going to work, but that's what I'm going to try to do today. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. So I guess I have to save this somewhere to use it. Export, PNG. Bear with me.
Rawr. Are you calling me a bear?
Yes. Should I tell them about sleepwalking weirdness?
You can if you want to.
So I kept getting this weird sleepwalking thing. I sleepwalk almost every night. And I was waking up like and seeing fur. I really can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense. But I was seeing like fur over Drifty. And so after a few nights of this, I finally woke Drifty up and I was like, are you thinking about vanquishing bears before you go to sleep?
Vanquishing bears.
Like that's my sleepwalking logic. I wasn't awake when I said this.
I was like, no, why?
Because I was like, because I keep seeing fur on you.
I see fur everywhere. I'm like, okay.
It makes no sense. All right, so to add this parallax to this map, I'm gonna make a new layer, an image layer. And hopefully I made it the same size. I don't know, we're gonna see. We're gonna call this parallax. And then add an image. In order to add an image, you come over here to the properties and just like click here on this little image slot and the dot dot dot. And that'll bring you to your file explorer where you can grab the image. Hopefully I saved it right. I did. Alright, it's not the same size. Damn it. What do I want to do? Do I want to make this bigger or make the TileD map smaller?
So Lergna says Drifty's so unaffected by T's logic. One time she was trying to protect me, and so she punched me in the face in one of her sleepwalking.
I don't remember that. I don't remember it.
Oh, I remember. I remember it. You typically remember when somebody punches you in the face. And then they're like, oh, I'm protecting you. I have to... I'm like, okay. I can't remember exactly what you said. I just remember the punch in the face part.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It wasn't super hard or anything, but it was...
My bad. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
I feel like making this bigger. I can make the TileD map smaller to fit this, but then I'm like, okay, let me just look at something. How big will the paths be? How much room will I have to like do things? So these I made previously. So here's like a dirt path. It's really bad. Hold on a minute. Nope. There's better ones. Let me find the better ones. Vine path. Ew. That's gross.
It's hard telling anymore, Sir Legna, if it's she saw a bug or not. It's really just random.
Oh, come
pretty
on.
much.
Come on. I would never hurt you on purpose.
No, what I mean is it's hard telling what you're seeing. Or
Oh,
what's
what
going
I'm
on.
seeing?
Yeah, it's hard telling what's going on in your head.
You know, one time I thought Lily she had
the
hornet-
bruise, where you had the giant bruise.
Yeah, Lily had hornets crawling all over her.
She didn't. First of all, this is a dream. Okay, she didn't have hornets. T was sleepwalking.
Yeah.
And seeing hornets on the baby who was laying next to us. And she grabbed the baby and jumped out the side of the bed, but her leg got caught in the blanket, so she just fell on her ass.
Yeah.
And she was holding on to Lily. Lily didn't get hurt at all. She was just kind of shocked, like, what's happening?
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah, and then it was like I don't know, maybe a football, size of a football or a little bit smaller than that, but a bruise on the side of her leg, like on her butt. And I was like, my God. what was going on in your head when you did that. It freaked me out.
She was crawling in hornets. I had to save her. All right, I need to use a calculator. I need to know how big to make this. Let's see if it looks good. If it looks good after I stretch it, then...
It's definitely some PTSD syndrome, sleepwalking disorder thing going on.
Yeah, there's a sleep disorder mixed with post-traumatic stress disorder. It makes for some very interesting...
combo. It's a power combo.
Let's see here. 1248 by... you guys can't see this, but I'm just trying to calculate how big this map needs to be if I want to make the parallax as big as the map.
She's writing on her phone with a pen.
No, I'm not. All right. I have to
just trying to make it interesting here.
Interestinger. Where is...
No babies were harmed in this story, Sir Legna.
You know what? We're gonna merge all visible layers just to make it bigger.
T had the bruise, not Lily.
Yeah, no, I had a humongous bruise on my leg for like weeks. It was ginormous. It was like the size of a football. Wait, do I have to... I don't want these to be the same.
Instead of catching herself, she held on to the baby and fell on her ass.
Yep. Whoa. Okay. Can I not change the image resolution?
Better than being attacked by clowns. Oh, okay. That's, if that's your comparison, if that's the common denominator, then much better than being attacked by clowns.
You know, clowns don't scare me.
I hate clowns.
You hate clowns?
Yes.
They've
never been funny to me. And they're not always scary to me, but sometimes they are.
I don't know. This is going to be too big now.
That's what she said.
It's not working the way I want it to. This is generally like the process, by the way, guys, for like making a map. Just sit here and try and pound it into submission, just like Skepsy said.
That's what she said.
Where did I save this?
I don't know, but they can't see. It's all on another monitor, what you're doing over there.
Yeah.
They're looking at your art, though, which is kind of cool. You just made that. I saw that you making that today.
Yeah.
I mean, the little, the kind of green spray grass looks a little funky.
Yeah, but the idea is that you like build around it. So it's like just a backdrop.
It
doesn't like, have to be precise.
It's hopefully. Like the primer layer.
Yeah.
It's like just the background where you put stuff on top of it. Giggity.
Let's see. I think this is going to be too big, but let's see how this one goes. No, go over here. No. Yes. Thank you. Okay. It is definitely too big.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Damn. All right. It's wide enough, but it's too long. Shut up, Drifty! I knew it! Alright. Okay. I'm going back to the old size, I guess. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, guys. I had to deliberate for a minute. This is difficult. Difficult decisions. The other one's big enough, I guess. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great. I won't have to redo the whole thing again.
But you will anyway. You won't have to, but you will anyway.
See, I don't even know if this is gonna work. This is just some harebrained idea I have.
Joshua asked, can you make a tile size bigger than 48 by 48 for MZ using TileD?
Yeah.
You could just decide whatever tile size you want.
Yeah, it could be as big as you want it to be or as small as you want it to be.
But you probably just want to make it a number that makes sense for you in your game, in your art assets, what you already have available. And since most of the assets that are readily available, especially for free, they're all 48 by 48 for the most part for MV and MZ. But you can slice that in different ways. Like you can make a very, very better looking, a much better looking tile set if you take existing 48 by 48s and make a 24 by 24 grid, because then you can have 4 pieces of 24 by 24 inside that 48 by 48, giving you more control of each of the tiles. You could take that same idea and go as low res as you want to, and even go 12 by 12. And then you have, what is that, 16 tiles in every single tile? What's up, Jessica Michelle? How you doing? Guesses, right?
Alright, so now I'm going to start trying to make it look like cool and stuff. I got to figure out what ones I have with the same grass. I might have to change my grass actually to match some of the things that I've already done. This one's kind of nice. I could do like this kind of thing along the edges of the trees. No, I don't want to do that. Something like, come on now. Come on now.
Come on now.
I think I'll have to change the color of the grass though, because I don't know if I have anything set up for this color. What? Where? Oh, I could go with this. The cool thing about TileD is you can make, like, your tile sets can be just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they work. You could do pretty much anything you want. I have tile sets that mix animation, auto tiles, like right here. This is an auto tile right here. So if I build with this over on the terrain tab, it'll make the carpet like beautiful. All I have to do is like, I could paint the carpet and it would come out right. And then here is an animation of water falling, and it's mixed with characters and like other tile sets and stuff. I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy in comparison to the native editor. I forgot what I was looking for. Grass. Yeah, that's right. Sorry guys, I went off on a tangent there. I need to find these cliffs, but not darker. The regular cliffs. What happened to them? Alright, so I can't find the tile set I need, therefore I'm going to have to add it, which is cool, because then you can see how that's done as well. So you just go to File, New Tile Set, and then open Browse, and it'll take you to wherever you were last doing tile set stuff. This is the one I'm actually looking for, so I'm going to grab this Forest Town 2, just double click it, and it names it whatever the file name is, which I generally just keep it named that, because I don't know, I don't care, it works. And then you save it somewhere, and I've been saving it in my project. Understood. Images, tile sets. I don't have any actual images in here because I'm not using the editor. But now I will have that available to use. I think it'll go to the front. Nope. I have no idea where it went. I don't know the rhyme or reason behind how this is arranged after you put something in. Okay, so this is the grass that we'll use. I think I already had that, but whatever. Paint. I'm gonna paint the grass, and then we're gonna come up here and paint the grass. No, paint it. Why aren't you painting? Come on now.
Come on now.
It's not doing it. Oh, because, hold on a second.
You're on the wrong layer?
No, I don't know why. It's weird.
Zoomed in and that's one pixel?
Doesn't look like it. I don't know what's going on there, actually, to tell you the truth. Let me get rid of these. We're gonna close, 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 close.
It looks like you're using a brush or like a...
Well, I'm trying to use a paint can.
It looks like you're using a preset
I'm on the
brush
wrong layer
or
here.
a certain thing, you know?
Let's just delete. There we go. Should paint now.
Of course, I don't use TileD, so I don't presume to know what the issue is.
It keeps changing my tools, like, automatically. There we go. Got it. And paint that. Awesome. So now I'll have more things available to use, because I've already got tile set set up for this. Yep. And I'll show you guys how this works too. Like for instance, this is water. It's an auto tile terrain. It's called terrain in TileD, but it's an auto tile in MZ. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's called Better Water. It came out better. I'll go up here. And if you want to make a stream, you just paint it on the map. You could do a thin stream just by painting regularly if you hit shift. Whoa, not shift. Control. Yeah, if you hit control, you can make a fat stream, like a pond. And it's not animated because I'm actually animating the water a different way. I have this image here. Where is it? Right here. And I open it in a photo editor or like GIMP or whatever, and let's see here. I export the image. Oh, this is on the same layer. I export the image of the water while it's set up like this, and then I overwrite this image with this, and I export it again. And then I overwrite the top one with this one, and I export it again, and I turn it into a doodad, and that's how I animate my water. It's time-consuming and weird, but that's what I do.
a little extra. Maybe.
A little bit extra, maybe. Yeah, it's possible that it's extra. I don't know. So, anyways, let's get to making.
Better than not having the water animated at all, though.
It is, which is unacceptable. You can't not have
water
animated
running.
water. Yeah, it's got to be animated.
Welcome to my town where everything is frozen in time.
All right, let's start with dandelions. I think these will blend in. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna put some like dandelions. No, I need another layer. I'm gonna put it underneath that. Yes.
Brian Perez, exactly. Nothing good like a fat stream. Or nothing like a good fat stream. Damn it, I can't even read. I just put eye drops in, so it's a little blurry.
Sure, blame it on the eye
That's
drop.
what I'm gonna do. I did.
Alright, dandelions. Heck yeah. Get some dandelions up in here. Whoa, not all that far. Yo, dandelions. Don't go crazy. Alright, we got some dandelions. And now let's do like, I don't know, dirt. We already did that. Let's do pink flowers maybe?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Ghost.
yeah,
I like
flowers.
using Clip Studio Paint for an alternative, and then a combination of GIMP as well. But for making maps, you can use TileD to make maps, but you'll have to use other tools too.
Yeah.
I don't like Photoshop anymore, but don't get me wrong, I'm not a Photoshop hater. I've used it for 20 years. I don't think they're in the right direction, and I would put up with it, and I did put up with it and paid for it for a year subscription every month. However, it got really laggy quite often, and it crashed several times, and I'm like, what is happening with Photoshop? And so it became more unreliable, and at some point I'm like, it's not worth the money anymore. So yeah, for a multitude of reasons now, I don't use Photoshop anymore, which is sad because I'm really good with it. But you know, I thought it was going to be harder than it really was to learn new software. It's not. I'm picking up everything I need to do very quickly with Clip Studio Paint and a combination of GIMP. Once you get really good at one photo editing software, the next one you learn, you're going to be slower with it, sure, but you're going to learn things a lot faster than you would, like, say you had never learned Photoshop in the first place. So it's just like programming languages. Like the first one will take you a while, but then you start messing around in another programming language, and you're like, well, okay, I recognize all these concepts. This is all similar. You know, here's how the functions. The syntax is going to be different in every language, but it's like once you really learn the core concepts in any programming language, the next one is so much faster to get a grasp on how to manipulate things. And that's how it works with photo editing software too.
Yeah, I've been using this stuff for 3 years? 4 years now. Still a lot to learn. I don't know how I want the path to look. I already used this? Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Some of these didn't come out very good.
if you ever get to the point where you feel like you know it all, you need to do something different, because you obviously are not learning anymore. Then if you think you know everything on that subject and you think you're the best at it and you know everything you can, then you're wasting your time anymore at that point, because if you're not learning, you're gonna quickly stagnate and become obsolete.
Yeah.
So you better change something up so that you're learning new shit. I don't know, Ghost. I have a 24-thread processor, and I have 32 gigs of RAM, and so it's definitely not a slow computer thing. But especially when I try to turn on the grid, and I'm looking at things with the grid and like subsections of a grid, it seems to, and it's not consistent either. It's like sometimes it'll be no problem. It may have something to do with me leaving my system on for weeks at a time. But it's definitely not a processor speed or RAM issue. It might be a Windows 10 compatibility issue. In fact, Windows 10 is probably the culprit. Slimeski, I'm the best at procrastinating. Does that count? I mean, it counts for something. It means everything you do is going to take longer to get done. Unless you set deadlines for yourself. Which isn't a bad idea, actually.
Alright, let's make a path cut through here. No, that's too far up. I gotta try and make like the top look like it's like going over a Humpty Dump. I might have to actually like fix the parallax to make it look like that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. First we're gonna add some trees and stuff and decide afterwards. I don't know if this is even a viable option. I'm gonna group layer trees. Yeah. New.
Yeah, Wrath. It's only 12 core, but it's a multi-thread, so it's 24 threads. It's that's a Ryzen 9. That's what I've got. This shit's bad. It's badass, because I remember using my 6-core i7 processor and trying to render a video. It'd take a while. Like if it was an hour-long video, it'd take like 2 hours to render if I did any effects on it in Vegas. And that was 15. I use Vegas 16 now, which is an older one still, but it lets me use my RTX to help render speeds. And with a combination of RTX video card and a 24-thread, 12-core processor, it definitely cut down the processing time. So like to render an hour-long video, it's like 30 minutes now, instead of 2 hours as to what it was. Of course, I hate editing. I've never really liked editing videos, which is kind of a shame since I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, that's problematic.
I do have some edited videos, but nothing that I really am like super proud of. It's just like, they're edited when they need to be. I guess the best I can think of to showcase editing is watch the beginning of Let's Make a Game, The Natural Explorers, I think it was. Because I hyper edited all of that, and I would record for a couple hours and then edit for like 5 hours, 6 hours, and then I would put out one episode. And it was just like cutting out all of the spaces, all of the dead air, all of the times I'm like, all of that extra space.
And it kind of came out weird, honestly.
And well, a lot of people did like it, but some people said it felt unnatural.
Yeah.
Because nobody talks like that super fast and cutting to the next thing and then blah 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 blah, and it's like nobody could keep up. It was too fast paced because I cut everything out, all of my uhs and my ums and my spaces and the dead airs and the times where I'm just thinking or not, where times where nothing's happening, So like, if certain people were finding it off-putting and it felt unnatural, I found it hard to justify spending 5 or 6 hours editing it when, you know, even though some people did like it, some people didn't, and they would rather hear a live stream at a pace that's normal conversation speed. And the thing about it is, if you feel like I'm going too slow, if you're listening to this as a playback on the video, you can always watch it at 1.25 or 1.5 or even double speed if you like to torture yourself with words.
I play things at double speed because everything is too dang slow.
Because you're a masochist? Is that what it is?
I don't know. The other color.
It depends on what I'm watching. If I'm watching like a gardening tutorial, I'll definitely double speed it. Because a lot of them are like, let's go look at our plants now, and this is the pepper field, what I've got. I'm like, oh shit, let's go fast.
Yeah.
These are beautiful plants. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, I like the content, but it's really cool feature that YouTube includes the fast forward function so that you can play things at a speed that's more, you know, digestible. I mean, people are able to digest audio, lyrics, and words a lot faster than they are able to speak them. So if someone comes at you with a lot of text really quickly, you know, speech really quickly, you're able to process it faster than, you know, you'd be able to speak it most of the time.
I am not satisfied with any of this.
Our read speeds are better than our write speeds. Let's put it that way. Jessica says audiobooks at double speed. Yeah. Give me the chipmunk version.
I need more trees, guys. Lots more trees.
Editing and perfectionism don't mix. That's well put, actually. It's true, because then you spend forever to get something that doesn't need to be that highly edited out. Also, you start to loathe yourself because you realize how many times you sound stupid and how many times you say,
Yes.
So
yes.
Editing is like self-deprecating.
Editing a video is an exercise in self-loathing, for sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm. What about half speed?
God, I would go crazy.
Only if you are trying to make something sound funny. Sometimes it's funny to listen to things at half speed. I never really do that, but I have before, just to, I don't know, just to hear how it sounds, you know, to toggle all of the options. It's looking good over there.
Thank you. It might work. I'm thinking the more I put it on here, the more I'm thinking it might actually work. I'm gonna have to put like a good, like foggy type shade thing so that it looks like a dense forest, you know, in engine. But it may do the thing, man. It may do it. Can I put this on this layer? I don't know. Do I have to add another layer? If I put this here? Nope. Nice.
Tutorials are hard. Tutorials are really hard to make. Like, they take so much effort because you have to know what you're doing in the first place. And then you have to, even if you know what you're doing, sometimes it's hard to get that out and to explain it properly in a way that multiple people will understand. Everyone learns a little bit differently, so you need to try to tackle the same concept at different angles and try to cover as many bases as you can in the process and provide as many different resources. And like, if you want to get really good, you need to start working with zooms and add text, but it's very time consuming very quick. And then you have to look at the return for your effort. And usually, especially if you're a smaller YouTuber, it's really not worth all of the extra effort. So you try to make it as clear and concise as you can without going overboard, because then you're going to burn yourself out if you do. And you put out really good high quality content and you get marginally more views than your regular stuff that's like barely even edited. So you don't really get much incentive to highly edit your stuff, you know. And I've heard lots of different approaches, and I agree with some of them and disagree with some of them. I've heard edit your videos, even if you get 30 views on them, spend a lot of time editing them. If you make quality videos, people will come. And maybe that was true 5 years ago, but it really kind of, YouTube has like flattened out quite a bit, and it's hard to reach an audience and be a new YouTuber up on YouTube. We got a 10 euro super chat. I always confuse pounds and euros, and I don't know why. It's the symbol. That's a 10 euro super chat. Thank you, Aerosis. Marcel Aeroca dropping 10 ones.
Thank you, Marcel.
10
Aerosis.
euros, 10 ones. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. He says, today I got informed by the estate agent that we will get that wonderful apartment so I can officially move together with my girlfriend. Whoa, yeah, dude. And I thought you two should know about it. Hey,
Awesome.
I'm happy for you, man. You
Congratulations.
guys starting your life together. Get ready to hate each other. Just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. But it'll be a big test. This is going to be a test on your guys' relationship, because it's much different just being with someone when it's convenient for both of you, and being with someone all the time. It's a big difference in your compatibility levels.
I better put the trees.
And it's a test to see if you guys are able to do it or not. Hopefully you guys are very compatible, and I've heard that opposites attract. Bullshit. I hope that she's into the things that you're into, because if not, it's going to be a rough ride. Opposites can attract on a fleshly level, and like you might find it interesting, but a lasting level, usually you want to find sameness.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your girlfriend does or what she's about or what she's into, but hopefully you guys have some common ground that you're both into. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to stick it out when you guys live in the same house.
Yeah, that's true.
That's super exciting news. At the very least, it's exciting, and congratulations. And thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. Opposite attracts if you're magnet, says Red the Wood. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
If you are a magnet, if you are made out of neodymium. She's into anime and cosplay? Well, that's pretty sick. And you're into coding? Are you into anime and cosplay? Is she into coding and game development? That's the question. There is room for crossover there. Anime and game development are really together, and maybe you guys could work on a project together.
Totally.
Or at least around each other, so that you guys can support each other in different ways. And yeah, it's definitely different, but then it means you get to meet a different side of them, which can be amazing if there's compatibility, if there's at least some semblance of sameness, if there's a synonymous harmony, synonymies in between your guys' behavior. I'm making things up, all right? I'm making words. There's an emotion behind my words. The words may not exist in the way that I want them to exist, but here's the thing. We can be the arbiters of our own reality, okay? If I want to use a word that doesn't exist, as long as I'm able to portray its meaning in an accurate and precise manner,
you could be Shakespeare.
I could totally create new words as long as you understand my meaning.
I think
A synonymous harmony.
How do I fix the parallax to make it look like you're going over a knoll here? Like
Shading.
It's got to look like land. That's like
use another color
like
and
this kind of thing. Like
yeah,
blah.
Exactly. Use another color. Create some hard lines.
There we go. It's perfect.
10 out of 10.
I think I'm gonna steal.
Be inspired by?
Rocks. Yeah.
You're gonna be inspired by rocks?
Yes.
Hey, you know what? There's a whole career field for geologists. They totally are inspired by rocks.
Yeah.
100%.
I just need to get some good rocks, guys.
It is Drift English, that's right. Absolutely. Jessica, it's totally common for people to not like every aspect of what the other person likes. You know, T and I are very similar in a lot of ways, but we have plenty of things that we just don't like about. We have lots of different interests in things, and she can watch certain content, and I find it just very annoying to listen to, and I can do the same thing, and that goes with music that we listen to, the types of content we enjoy, and like especially games that we enjoy different games on many different levels, but we have a similar we have this similar area of game development and story writing, and like finding we have a lot of things in common that really make it work for us. So as long as there's some things that you can both work together on, then the relationship can work. And I know in a lot of relationships, a lot of marriages, the couples, they can't be in the same room together for too long, or they're going to bicker and fight, and they definitely can't work together in the same field, because they just wouldn't, you know. It's hard to be around the same person for so long and not fight, and that's, it's impossible, really. Even the two people who are almost perfectly identical are going to have times when their emotional states are different, and they're going to clash sometimes. And so it's unavoidable that you're going to get into arguments, so don't think that it won't happen. And it's normal if you do get in an argument with your significant other. And it really, at the end of the day, as long as you can, as long as both people in the relationship know that the other person isn't trying to hurt them, at least hopefully they aren't trying to hurt each other, otherwise it's never going to work anyway. As long as you can trust in each other, because that's the most important thing. You have to trust each other. And if you can trust your partner, and your partner can trust in you, even when you're fighting, it's going to work out, because you know that the other person may be, you know, not feeling well, or they're in a bad mood for some reason, or they don't like something you did, or something that happened to them that day, and maybe they're taking it out on you unfairly, or maybe maybe it's just the situation and how it played out. But at the end of the day, if you can trust that that person isn't trying to hurt your feelings or doesn't want to hurt you, you know, even when they do kind of hurt your feelings, you can forgive them. So the number one thing is to trust your partner, and if you can, be willing to forgive them. So if you can trust and you can forgive, then you're going to be just fine, as long as your partner can also reciprocate that state of mind. That's awesome, Jessica. And it's not that common. I mean, it's kind of rare for two people to have a lot of things in common. So if you can find a common ground between you and your partner, you and your significant other, then it's really going to make your guys' relationship last that much longer and be that much stronger.
I agree. I agree with this.
You'll be surprised the power that comes along with trusting your partner and being willing to say, I fucked up, I'm sorry, please forgive me.
Sorry goes a long
That's
way.
going to go a long way, yeah.
And trust is absolutely
That's
essential.
what I started it with.
I'm just repetition for emphasis. You know, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Drifty Peterson, keep going.
Peterson?
Yeah, you know Jordan Peterson.
Oh man, that's not even in the same level. He's a special character. This
he
guy.
likes to hear himself talk.
I don't. Wow. Okay. I'll just shut up then.
I'm joking. Come on.
I was bringing it up because you know, the super chat got, you know, a response with me and people, and Aerosys was talking about a big move in his life.
Yeah, it's wicked cool.
And so I just wanted to, you know, talk about that for a second, but I'll let you get back to your art.
No, you're fine. I'm not trying to say that I'm being irritated by it at all.
It came off a little like...
Well, I apologize.
You're
for
just
that.
talking a lot, Drifty.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
No, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
I want you to keep talking.
Okay.
Why is it not blending? What did I do? The opacity, maybe? Can you blend? Okay. What is going on here? There we go. That blends a little bit. Let's go with that. I just want to make this not look like a line here, maybe. And then put like darkness.
Absolutely, KV. You gotta have. There's gotta be some agreeing, and like when it comes to like politics, religion, you know, the things you don't really want to talk about in a public setting. You and your spouse need to talk at least a little bit about it to see where each other stands, and you guys need to come together on. You don't have to agree on every issue, but you do need to come together with like. I think Dave Chappelle said it best. He said, in a relationship, you guys have to agree on things. One person can't go to church and the other stay home and smoke crack. It doesn't work.
No.
You kind of have to. You can't have too much of a polar opposite. Otherwise, it's never going to work.
I don't know. I'm thinking something along the lines of this, but like more pathway-y. I don't know. How do I fix this? How do I fix it?
Wow, Skepsis. That's an interesting metric.
What's that?
Skepsis says, my wife and I have known each other for over 20 years.
Nice.
We've lived together for 10 years and have been married for just over 2 years. So that's
Wow.
kind of cool. It was like took a long time to be sure this is the person they wanted to be with, but like the longer they knew each other, the more sense of familiarity they had with each other, and maybe that built the strength in the relationship.
Yeah. That's super cool. No, not
CC
very.
Creation says, T, I let my hubby ramble on just so I don't have to talk.
No, I wasn't irritated with Drifty talking. It was just reminding me of Jordan Peterson. I love Drifty talking. I just can't stand listening to Jordan Peterson.
I know that's why I took it kind of like.
Yeah, I didn't mean it. It did come off that way.
I don't really like Jordan Peterson, to be honest with you.
That's not what I meant. I was like, you're just like laying out that life advice, you know? But yours, I like yours better. So
Well,
there's that.
Well, maybe we don't make comparisons to me and somebody we both don't really like.
Yeah, maybe we don't. It's a good idea. I need more rocks. Give me more rocks. What about, like, what if I just take just the tip? I knew that would get drifty. How am I going to make the bottom look good?
You gotta make it fat.
Yeah, just the fat tip.
The fat bottom.
The fat bottom. Just want, like, I want it to, oh, no, it's not working. It's bad. Remove. This is okay. Like, this is kind of what I'm thinking, but it's too big. It's...
So, like, no, right? I love you so much. You're like this person we both think is horrible.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, bring it in.
I don't know how to salvage this. Let's see what it looks like. We're gonna save it. This was the hard part when I did this kind of map before too, is just like trying to figure out how to make it look like it's going off into the distance. Oh, I haven't put it there yet. Okay. So I gotta go back into TileD and change this image to this image so that it will update, because it didn't automatically update. There we are. Okay. The pathway needs to be removed a little bit. Where did I put that? There it is. Let's just make that end right there. How do I blend? I don't know. How do I make it work? Questions.
I don't know. I think it looks all right.
It's
I mean,
like
I'm
a pathway
not
that leads to nowhere.
I mean, is it supposed to head to town?
It's supposed to go to the castle.
Well, then why is there like rocks in the road?
Because you gotta get like the illusion of going over a hump.
It looks like there's just a roadblock.
It does. I know. It's unfortunate. What if I do this kind of thing? I'm gonna bring it down a little bit because it needs to go down, and then just like erase the middle. Make it just the edges. Put like plants around it and stuff. And then actually kind of flatten it out a little bit too. Go up here. Yeah. Flatten you out a little bit. Kind of messing it up, but with the right plantage it won't matter. Let's try this. Save it. Yes, this is the hard part right here, trying to blend like the foreground and the background. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, to be honest.
Hey, Blue, how you doing?
Maybe that looks a little bit better. Okay, we'll get the
Aerosys
pathway.
is saying it's like that one roadblock that's very obvious at the end of a path that, you know, it's like, well, obviously I need to do something in the storyline and hit a switch somewhere to turn off that roadblock. And that's what it
Right.
looks like. So if that's not what you're trying to do,
What if it's more like that?
then it looks like it's not a road to the, it looks like it ends and it's just like a overlook.
Yeah, I think it's got to be like the same color, doesn't it? I think that's the problem. It's not blending. Let me see if I can grab that color.
Exactly, Wrath of Wood. Sorry, kid. We're still building this road. Don't worry. It'll be done immediately after you beat the next Pokegem.
Yeah. Let's see if I can change the color of this.
Of the wind?
Yeah. Change the color of the wind. So the colorize options in Clip aren't quite as fun as the ones in GIMP. I like the GIMP ones better, to be honest. Where is it? I can't even find them half the time because I don't really use them very much. Tonal correction. I want colorize, but this just doesn't have that, unfortunately. But maybe... I'm gonna get a little more yellow. It's getting there. What about the green? It's hard to tell. I think there's more green. Yeah, not much though. Less cyan. More yellow. No. Less green. There we go. It's less green. Man. I wish there was a way you could just like click a color and it would like try to change this to the right color. No, I'm going the wrong way. Do we need more red? How do I get that gray color? Just not. Let's see the highlights. I could probably do this all day and it wouldn't work. You know what? I'm just gonna open it in GIMP, I think. Because that's so much better. Their color options are better.
Arting is hard.
Arting is hard. Let's see. Do I already have GIMP open? No, I don't. Imp. Okay, let's open this in GIMP and see if we can get it to match there. So GIMP has something really cool. It's just like colorize. Ah, shoot. You know what? I gotta save myself some misery and just get rid of the background here. Make the rest
Transparent?
Yes.
Transparent.
Transparent. That's right. And then we're gonna open that in GIMP instead because not about that life.
Brian says, I just don't have the patience for arting.
I enjoy it.
Do you ever plan to make a game? Like, to put out a game?
Who, me?
I'm
Nah,
talking to,
it's not gonna happen.
talking to Brian here.
Just gonna spend my days doing this.
Talking to Brian here. Because, like, it's going to be really hard if you don't do any arting.
Yeah.
I don't like to spend too much time messing around with art resources, but I end up doing that anyway. More than I want to. For the most part, it's just technical artistry. Like, I'm resizing images and, like, making borders or, like, making something fit for what I want it, what I need to use it for. I'm really, really bad at, like, generating new art.
Me too. I edit things, obviously. Man, it's just not quite. I need to add some yellow to this. So let's use this and then go to the colors and.
You don't have to put art in your game at all, actually. There's lots of text-based games out there. But, I mean, realistically, you're going to want to. You're going to need to at some point. However, there are lots of free options out there. And, of course, if you want to invest in it, you can have somebody do it for you.
Yeah.
But that's expensive, man. And
That's
you don't,
the easy way.
That's not the easy way because, you know, you got to get the money to pay the people.
Pay the man.
Or woman. Vino, $2 super chat. What's up, Vino? How you doing, man? How you feeling today?
Hey, that's not too bad. It's not
Thank you for that
perfect, but
$2.
It's getting there. This is getting there. Check it out.
Vino's dropping
thank
$2.
you, Vino.
He says, hello, happy Monday. Hope everyone is doing well.
Doing all right. Just banging my head against this wall here a little bit. All right. I think I could do this and then just like throw on some of the colored pixels from here and maybe get it to blend right. So we're going to try this. How about we copy, Go over to Clip Studio.
Magica
paste.
Voxel. Have you heard of that software, honey? Magica Voxel? I've never heard of it.
Magica Voxel?
Magica Voxel.
Oh,
It is.
shoot, I'm gonna have to export it.
Does it make 3D? And is it like Blender, or are we talking more like GIMP?
Wow, I deleted my thing. Or no, did I just make it not? Yeah, there we go. Voxel is like playing with Legos in my experience.
No, I'm not asking what voxel technology is. I understand voxel. I'm talking about this specific application called Magica Voxel.
I may have used it. Let me look it up real quick. I think I may have used it. Remember when I was doing voxel for the what was that game?
Yeah.
Staxel.
Staxel.
Yeah, I think I maybe did use that. Made a little.
Is that the
dragon.
one that because you made like some capes and some animals and you made like some 3D images, I remember.
Yeah.
And we were going to make mods and play that game, but it was super buggy.
I did make mods. It was really hard. Like visual mods, asset mods.
You made assets.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, we had plans to do more with that game than what we actually ended up doing.
Oh, this looks way more sophisticated than what I was
That's
using.
not the program. Yeah, that.
Oh, wait. Box format?
I mean, I installed it, but let's be honest, I didn't really use it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wrath of Wood says he loves that one.
Oh, that's neat. Very, very neat. It's got, like, the one that I was using couldn't have made big, giant things like this. It was just kind of a small...
It was for small assets, yeah.
Yeah, it was for small assets. Alright, what was I doing? Shoot, I need to export this from GIMP because
were
I think
just
I'm going to use it.
Being awesome.
How about I overwrite and then just go back over to Clip Studio and then open it. Trying to match colors, which is a huge pain in the butt. I don't even know if it's going to work, to be honest. I came into making this map thinking there's a distinct possibility that I might just scrap it. Where in the world did I just save that? Oh, here it is. Awesome. So that is not what I wanted. Okay. Where even is this? I should have overwritten it, but it didn't. I don't know why. So I'm just going to rename it to 3 and delete it later. Oh, sure. Now it's over. No, this is GIMP. Okay. Clip Studio. Go home. You're drunk. Open. It's totally Clip Studio's fault, not mine.
Sometimes it is the bad software's fault, though.
I could have swore I overwrote it, and then I opened it, and it was the old one, so I don't know what's going on, but I just saved it as something else. I'm gonna copy this, and then go back over here, paste it, yeah! So it does match quite a bit more. But I think there's still a couple things I could do to make it better. If I, like, grab this, and then just go up here and, like, get this little airbrush thingy here and do like a tonal scraping.
Sounds like a procedure.
It is. And just like add a couple of the colors from the original. Might make it blend in a little better.
We're gonna have to sedate you for the tonal scraping.
I'm gonna do some highlights now. And this one's gonna be more speckled, so we'll do like a running color spray. Highlights. Yeah.
Brian's like, that sounds terrible.
And see how it looks. I don't know. See what happens. Maybe no better. It was all for naught. All for nothing. Save. Go back to TileD. Replace the image again. At the very least, we get to learn how to use these tools more, because that's always fun. Hey, it looks a little better. I think I just need to like make it less, you know, like it's too much of a ridge still.
Yeah, it looks like a cliff edge. Like
yeah.
You're just facing like a little valley into where the castle is, and it's like you're up on a hill, kind of elevated. You know what I mean? It looks like you're up on a mountain more so than a straight path.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with this.
You could always use that art and then create some kind of bird creature that carries you to the castle. I mean, you might as well. I mean, as it looks great. Like it totally looks like a cliff facing the castle, and you can have a bird carry you from there, or like some kind of winged creature. And all you have to do is pay its toll of like bringing it worms or something. Come on, you're making a game. The possibilities are infinite.
I mean, it is a possibility. Totally not discounting it. Might be something I do. I'm just gonna try and make it like a little edge.
Vino with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Vino. We appreciate that. He says, "I'm surprised everything isn't hue changed to purple."
I actually went through and I made all my collision purple. Well, except for Mobston, because it's
but nobody can see the purple. That's just for you.
Yeah. It's true.
It's just a collision mask that could be any color.
I spent time changing everything to purple for something that only I will see.
Assets. It's the same thing with...
Oh, it's almost there. Look it. It's almost where it needs to be.
What am I looking at?
The path.
What are you still trying to make it look like a road?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going on a better idea.
No.
I was like, you have room for a new bird. You make a bird sprite, and now this bird is gonna fly you to the castle. You just have to bring it worms, and now you have a currency in the game. It opens up another system. My mind operates much differently. I'm like, I see something, and instead of obsessing over the way that it looks, I'm like, what could this be? Instead of, what do I need it to look like? It's like, it looks like this. What can I make this? You know what I'm saying? I take a different objective look on things, at things.
I'm doing a quick and dirty edit. Let's see if this will look good
enough. That's what she said.
All right. I'm sorry that I keep saving it and it goes bling. It's really annoying. I wish there was a way to disable that noise. Is there a way to disable that noise on Microsoft?
Yeah.
Can you just disable, like, make it give
Microsoft, you the... on Microsoft operating system?
Yeah, Microsoft. But, like, is there a way?
You mean in Windows 10? Right, yeah.
Yeah.
You can, yes.
Just the
sounds.
Not...
Go into settings, system sounds. Maybe you don't want to do it right now.
Yeah, maybe not right now. But
yeah, go to system settings, and there's a thing called system sounds, and then you can turn off the sounds the computer makes. You can change them. You can just make it something very, very faint, or you can turn it off completely.
Okay, guys, you got to give me your opinion. Do you think this will work as a path? Does it work?
It looks like a cliff edge.
No, it's got to be a path.
Looks like you
can maybe. Oh, I know. Maybe if I put like
a bird that carries you to.
No.
All right, I'll stop.
What if I put like just short grass sticking up along the edges, so it looks like, you know, there's land on the other side of this knoll.
I mean, you would have to draw a minified tiny little path because it looks like it's off in the distance, like far away.
Yeah.
So the path would have to look like small.
Make a little path here?
Yes.
I could do that.
I mean, you have to give the perception of, you know, you gotta, it's given it, you have a perspective here. So you have to draw art based on that perspective. Mm-hmm. If you're looking that far in the distance, the road is going to be much smaller. And if you want it to be a path, you want it to be a road, you have to draw a tiny road.
I will draw a tiny road. I think that is an absolutely fabulous idea. Hold on a second. Let me make things go away for a second. Doot. I need road. I need to look at some road. There we go. Beautiful. So we're going to export this. as an image. I'm gonna call it road. No, go here. Images. No, I don't want it in there actually. Art. I'm gonna put it because I'm not gonna need it. I'll delete this later. Road. There we go. Yes. Back to our handy dandy image here. We're gonna open road.
See, you're gonna spend time drawing road. You could have been drawing a bird.
I cannot draw a bird.
I know. I'm just joking. I mean, you could, but
It
it's
would not-
time consuming.
It would
and
not look like a bird.
Maybe you wouldn't be super happy with it.
It would be a sorry excuse for a bird.
Hey, you know, you could just be like, it's the bird of Notre Dame.
That's what it would be. The bird of Notre Dame. Copy. Let's go
People
back
might
over
love
here.
that character. You never know.
Okay, we're gonna take this path and we're gonna minify it. Let's see. Small. We'll make it small.
SMOL small.
If we put it up here. No, get it. What? I'm not done with you yet.
That's what she said.
Damn it. This path is not listening to me. So we're gonna make it like right there.
What's up, Ready Player? How you doing? Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I killed too much of it. What if I just make it under that thing? Yeah, there we go. And then I can delete this.
And then it barks instead of squawks. Exactly. You can give it true character.
the bird?
Yes. It talks in Old English.
And then I also want to do this kind of thing. Where's my plants? I need my plants. I need some grass.
Yeah, dude. I get them plants, dude.
This'll do. Right here. This is my little grass dude. He's gonna do some work for me. Where are you, little grass dude? Come here.
The Hunchbird of Not Redone. Is that a play at how T likes to remake everything over and over?
It's gonna be perfect this time, guys. Don't worry. It's gonna be great.
Because if not, she will light it on fire with gasoline and restart.
No, it's wonderful. Don't worry about it. Get some grass poking up there. And then we're gonna get some grass poking up over here. Yeah. And then just erase some stuff.
His name could be called Fake Spear. I love it. It's so good.
The bird?
Fake
Are
Spear.
we still talking about the bird?
Yeah, a giant sparrow
Oh my god.
with a hunchback called Fake Spear the Sparrow.
It almost feels like there's gonna be a bird in this game. There you are. Get over here. Alright, let's see if the grass helps with the illusion at all.
And to top it all off, he can just make Edgar Allan Poe quotes instead of Shakespeare. And instead of quote the raven, it'll be like quote the sparrow forevermore instead of nevermore. Never mind. All right.
You should make the bird for my game.
I can't draw a bird. Are you kidding me?
Well, neither can I.
Yes, you can art.
I can't art that good.
Well, I mean, it would take me so much longer and it would look worse.
Well, I put a little path. What do you think of that?
That totally works. 100% you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Golden. That's all it needed. Perspective. Now it totally looks like a path. Yeah, it looks like a little hill and then a downward, like, long path.
Yay! So it should work. I
Yeah.
can use this map.
Absolutely.
I don't have to scrap it.
There you go.
Amazing. Oh, somebody said make the gateway less foggy. Should I do that? Make the gate more visible?
Yeah, probably. It's a little hazy.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get this. We're gonna find our haze. I think it's right here. Yep. And then what I'm gonna do is get the airbrush, go to soft, make it like bigger than that.
Yeah, dude. Make that haze bigger, bro.
Ugh, like this size. But then I'm gonna paint with transparency, which is something Clip Studio does. That's really awesome. Keep the brush density low, the hardness low, and then just kind of like lighten it up a little bit. How's that? Is that good enough? Is that what you were thinking?
I mean, I can't tell.
Just like, I made it less...
Maybe show all the layers again, because it does look a little foggy still, but I mean, it does look better. Obviously, you want it to be a distance, right? So you're going to have condensation built up through the distance.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to leave some fog.
Let's see how that looks on the map. Sorry, I'm going to bling again. So much saving.
Sounds like a goblin.
All right, so what I'm going to try and do next time, though, is make sure that I turn that off.
When we went to the zoo, we saw a turkey, and then when we drove next to the turkey, T rolled down the window and went, and then goes, it went insane. Sorry.
No, that's fine. It was funny. I'm just reading the comments. Somebody said the trees in the background look huge. I can make them smaller. I can do that. Here's the background
We kind of just added perspective tacked on towards the end.
They are smaller than the foreground trees, but maybe not small enough.
Small.
So let's see. I'll just separate them because if I shrink them wrongly, it'll mess everything up. So let's copy, paste, go down here, delete this section. So now we got it in 2 different spots, and then I can transform, scale up and down. Oh, I guess I have to be on the right layer. Yeah. I can make them smaller. That's a thing. Okay. They're already smaller than the foreground trees, but I wasn't sure if they were small enough. You guys commenting on it makes me think that they're not, so I'm going to shrink them a little more. Gonna kind of mess stuff up a little bit with the castle. Let's see. We need to see where the castle is. Yeah. It still works, I think.
Brian Press says, "It should just know what layer you want."
That would be amazing.
Get that neural lace, man. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Just plug it into your brain.
Let's see if that looks any better.
Think about what layer you want.
Whoa. Do I want that? No, I don't want that one. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna make the blingy bling noise again.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here goes.
It's not that bad.
It's terrible. Maybe I think it's terrible because I've heard it 16,000 times in the past few days.
It's not pleasant. It's like, warning. You're gonna overwrite your files.
There it is.
Are you absolutely sure?
So does that look better? The trees are smaller? I don't know. I think it looks kind of weird now. I think I messed it up.
It looks fine.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going back. I like the trees like crowding in around the castle. If I want to make them smaller, I'm gonna have to like literally draw them again, which I can do. I may do. It's possible. I might do that again, but for now, I'm gonna say the trees are fine.
Sometimes you just gotta be like, that's good enough.
Yeah, they are smaller, just maybe not smaller enough. Just wasn't feeling that small tree look. Now the gate, I don't know, the gate also looks like it's just kind of, it's standing out. Is that good? The gate standing out like this? Because I lowered the fog on it.
I mean, It looks fine. It was too foggy.
It was too
you couldn't
foggy?
even see a gate. It was just like a wall.
Yeah. I guess what I didn't like about the trees is that you could see the bottom of them. So if I'm going to make them smaller, I will have to go in and layer some more. So I don't want to see the trunks of the trees in the background. I don't know why, but it triggers me. I got triggered.
Did you get chrono triggered?
I got chrono triggered. I feel like I gotta draw this rock in a little bit more. Oh! Oh, that's what's bothering me. I have something. What is going on here? That's not supposed to be here. That's the old rock color. That's not right. Where are you coming from? It's on the parallax image. How? How? Unacceptable. Where is it?
It looks fine to a woman is not good. Come on, forget about it. It's nice. It's good.
Ah, I just saw it. Damn it. It's running away from me. I will find you. Oh, here we go. What? How did it get the other layer? Okay, that's messed up. Hold on a second. Something is wrong here.
Wrath says add more fog to the background trees for more distance illusion.
More fog to the background trees? I could do that. Okay, this has got to go. That is just wrong. All right. Sorry, I got to save again, guys.
You could just do like I do and have like 15 versions of every file.
Oh, gosh.
Just number them
no.
sequentially.
I hate it when it does that. I do have to rename it. Hold on a second.
How much time is the player going to be on this map?
It doesn't
A
matter.
matter of a few seconds,
It doesn't
probably.
matter.
See, that's the thing.
It's all got to be perfect.
This is why this game is scheduled for like 50 years from now. It's going to be like a short game that takes forever to make.
Oh, that's better. It looked really jank and messed up with the other thing on there. But what is this blur here, too? Can I get bigger? I need to get bigger.
Where would you do that?
What is this blur? Right here. What is even happening? That's not
Slimeski says, "I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a small heart attack each and every time I hear that sound.
Okay.
Every time it bings, CC thinks it's her PC. So yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
You can just change it between now and next stream or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix it because it's not cool. Alright, I can't put the stone path there.
Making art and mapping is something you can just continually to stream on. Like, there's only so much I can show of my project. It's like, I'm not creating tons of new assets. At some point, it's just like, I feel it's redundant, and I'm not gonna just, you know, continue to grease those wheels.
Yeah, I spend an incredible amount of time doing this.
But it's what I'm trying to get at is it's something different to look at consistently. Like every stream, there's different things going on, and it looks different. And you know, you're trying to broadcast a video format, not just a podcast type of thing. So there needs to be different things happening visually, like art. And so because you're showing art, you can keep doing streams like this, and it doesn't. I don't think it'll take a lot longer to stagnate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Art is fun. Art's fun to look at. Alright. This little blurry thing over here was not okay. Had to fix that. Hey, that's better. Check it out. Okay, I think this map is is done for now. I'm gonna stick a pin in it. But
Nice.
actually, I'm probably gonna go back later and fix the trees in the background.
Of
and
course
make them
you are.
smaller.
Of course you are. Like 7 times before you're
Yeah, pretty
finally.
much.
You have the we're live, I'm happy with it, and then the it's about to ship, I'm happy with it. And
Yeah.
in between those two things is a lot of variance.
Oh, I made so many changes to Mobston after the stream. But they're good. They're good. You know what? They're almost completely imperceptible, though. Except for to me. But there was so many things wrong with it. I found apples on my house, for one.
But we figured out the Apple anomaly,
Yeah.
where that came from.
It was very weird.
You were trying to save space on a sprite sheet because of how you're limited in MZ, in MV, in any RPG Maker with the number of sprite sheets you have on any one, the number of images you can put on one sprite sheet, right? You have a set amount of space, and you can only put so much in that space.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were trying to use like a blank space that was in between a roofing tile to also have like apples.
Yeah.
And so when you went to put that into the game, you created a box around the entire image, including the apple in the center, and then you pasted that. And so you forgot to remove the apple.
Yep. Just not paying attention. Whoa, why'd I have 2 little clicky sounds? I have to fix this door. This door's got something going on. This is why I walk around my map like a million times over and over again.
Playtest. That's how you put out a good polished game.
But I have
Lots of playtesting.
I should show how I do the animated water. It's actually it's a ginormous doodad.
Yeah, show it off. It's a nice little technique. And as much as you would think it takes a lot of system resources, it doesn't. It's very, very optimized.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, the reason why there's a little delay when you load the map in now isn't because of the doodads. It's because I can't handle the player being spit out of the house at offset. So like I had to use a script call to make them stand on a half tile so that they look like they just came out of the house. But unfortunately, one of the plugins that I'm using...
It's a Q plugin.
Yeah, it's incompatible with that. So in order to fix the problem that it causes, I have to do a fade in. So that causes a little bit of delay, unfortunately. But yeah, so this water is actually a doodad. And so the map that I put in...
You manually put the delay. You put in a wait.
I did.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of a wait. So the map that I put in has a transparent stream. And then underneath that is an animated doodad, which is the stream. And that creates the animated water. And it takes a really long time, and it's not easy to do. But I'll do it 100 more times for this project because I like the outcome.
The ends justify the means.
They do. And then the doors, there's so much to these doors. You don't even know, it's crazy. Like, all of them have to be placed pixel perfect because since I'm using TileD, they don't follow the whole 48 by 48 grid rule. So I have to offset all the doors. Collision, I have to offset their images. And then on the top, there's also a doodad because when you go in the door, you end up walking over the frame, which is completely unacceptable. So I have door frame doodads to
give you the I went underneath the thing perspective.
Yep. So it's on the top of the door. But it's worth it because these
Then
doors
you
are
get it.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys noticed that over here we got like a little extra jazz. That's just the parallaxes that I'm keeping in the project so I know where to put events. But before I deploy the project, I'm going to delete them. And so that extra jazz will go away because the images are completely drawn by doodads.
Wrath of Wood says the cloud shadows are really cool too.
Yeah, I wanted to add lighting, and I tried the God Rays at first, but they were like poopy. They didn't look good on this map. So
They look great on some spots and not good in other spots, and you just have to pick your moments where you use it.
yeah. So instead, I did the visual parallaxes from Visustella and took the fog image, or no, the cloudy sky parallax, and just kind of like modified it a bit and made it cloud shadows instead. And it kind of gives you the illusion that there's light coming through the clouds, even though it's actually just like the regular brightness that there was already.
It was a good option, an alternative to a lighting engine, because there's
Yeah.
actually no lighting engine yet.
So I did this one yesterday. That purple is just a collision that you can see in the map. I had this map previously, just like it was all flat, so I had to add some cliffs to it to make it not stupid. Here's a kiddie pool next to the toy store.
Looks good.
Yeah. I'm almost done with the maps. I just have a couple connecting maps, and then I can start to move on to something else. This massive building kind of bothers me, but I'm not going to redo it.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a massive inside, so it doesn't matter. Look at this instrument stuff. It's great. A Japanese creator did this. It's so good. It's like the best musical instruments I've seen in RPG Maker. Oh, I gotta fix this, by the way.
You just don't know how to say his name.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
But you did. I remember you looking. You put it on the Discord, and you're like, "Does anybody know where this came from?" I wrote it down, but I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
And it was hard to remember the name. And then you did a Google reverse image search, and you ended up not finding it there.
Not finding it, yeah.
But then you went to some Japanese resource sites.
Well, I was going through my credit list one by one too, because I write it all down, but I was writing it down stupid. I didn't like mention what the person had made.
You're like, art by this guy.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, which piece of art?
I have so much
Did
art,
he do,
so
or she
I don't
do?
know who did what, but yeah. So yeah, I finished this one yesterday. It took all day. It was fun though.
Yeah, nice job.
But I have no way to get to the connecting maps because I don't have pathways. So today is working on pathways. I think this one came out alright. Should be good, should be good. We have a pathway to the castle. I'm thinking I'm going to need another pathway that connects to the town and the like store area, and then another one that connects to the forest. And then I should be done with maps for a little while until I decide I need another one.
I'll believe that when I see it. Okay.
I don't know. Is there anything else I should add to this, you guys? You got some suggestions? Obviously, the small trees is something I won't be able to sleep over until I fix. But what else? I want to do like when I put it in the. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you guys how I put it in the game. So I'm going to make it. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I use the doodads to put it in the game real quick. So first, I save it as a doodad. So I'm going to go into my game project. MZ. Understood. Images, doodads, maps. And I'm going to change this to a... Nope, can't do that. I'm going to have to export it. Export it as an image. So the bottom image is just literally everything on the map. Go to...
Wrath of Wood said a good chunk of Twitch is just drawing on computers. Like, there's a lot of Twitch streamers who are just making art all day, and they get lots of views.
Interesting.
I mean, it makes sense because people, like, you know, it's a video, so you want to show something that's, you know, visibly changing and being constructed in front of your eyes. It's a good format, and it will definitely always work.
Do I need this to be above the player?
Wrath of Wood asks a good question, and I think something that should be included.
What's that?
Is moving the fog possible? And I think just add a doodad, maybe?
Yes.
Like a little fog layer, like that's just specifically on that one spot?
It's absolutely possible, and in fact, I do plan on doing something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, Sir Legna? Like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants to watch this code on stream. There's like a percentage, 5% of the audience would be entertained by that, and another 5 would put up with it, and then 90% would be like, this is boring AF, I don't even know what's happening, and I'm gonna go do something else. That or ASMR in a hot tub. That is, yeah. Arting on the stream or ASMR hot tubs. Or mukbang, depending on what country you're in.
So I have a place where I'm temporarily saving this stuff just for the sake of ease of use while developing, but they're all going to be deleted later.
The Herald Jam is almost done. I'm getting notifications on itch from people that I follow that they've been submitting games. And there's a bunch of Herald games being submitted, and if you guys want to check those out on itch, it'd be a good time. I'm sure they would want the feedback right now. I don't know the timelines. I'm not following that jam too much, but I know what's going on, and I know people are like finally summarizing their games and submitting them. That's what Wrath and KV have been saying here too.
Yeah, because I think it ends on the 18th, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it's 2 days from now, so yeah, makes sense.
Very soon, very soon. All right, so I'm saving it in the pictures in the parallax. Damn it, export. I'm saving them in the pictures in the parallax folders just because I use that for development purposes. But again, I'm going to delete them, so like it's not going to bloat the project to do that in the end. Right now, it's very bloated.
You just let me know when you like conclude, because I'm not following exactly where you're at.
Yeah. Pathway 1 lower. I'm just shoot, I forgot to put an exclamation mark in front of the other one. I'm just gonna show how I actually put this in the game real quick.
Okay. Slim says, don't give me more stress. Because she's getting egged on to make a game real quick for the Herald Jam. Submit a project. It's just Herald on a default map. I don't think it would do well.
I kind of wanted to join it a little bit, but
so busy.
I'm so busy, and I was trying to finish the plugin that I was doing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that was the macros one, right?
Yeah.
Which you should have charged people for, but you gave it up for free.
How big is this map? 52 by 38. That's 24. That's 26 by 17. 26 by 17. 26. I just have to divide it by 2 because it's 24 by 24. And then put this. No, I don't want to put the parallax in yet. So the first thing that I do is I put a auto run that shows the upper part. That's why I saved it as a picture. So pathway 1 upper. Do that. Yes. And then erase event so that it goes away. Auto run. And this will help me to place my doodad. Also, just to make sure that the map is the right size, I also place the parallax at first, but then I delete it before I get on there because it makes it hard to place the doodad. That is not the right size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get rid of 9. The bottom looks not right. Get rid of 9 on the width. It's going to be 17, and we're going to add, like, I don't know, 3 and see if that does it. Oh, we only needed to add 2. So 19. There, now it's the right size. So I'm going to put my player on the map, and all you'll see... No, first I have to delete this parallax, actually. I'm going to put my player on the map, and all you'll see is the upper image, which still needs to be modified, but it'll work for placing the doodads. So I'm going to go place doodad, and then I don't have to worry about these other images anymore after that. Maps, go to the new pathway. It should be up here actually because I used exclamation mark. An exclamation mark. Where are you, new pathway? Come on. Pretty sure I saved it in here. Oh, here we go. Pathway upper. Right, I don't need the exclamation mark if it's a doodad. So first thing I do is go into tweak the settings, and anchor middle, and then for the upper it's going to be above character 7. So accept the settings. Oh no, I don't want to do upper first, actually. Escape. We want to do lower. So gotta go do the middle anchor, and the position will be low layer. And oh yeah, I realized, wow, this is not even the right one at all. I realized that I was being dumb.
Just now?
Often. I realized that I was being dumb, and you can absolutely use the precision movement if you read the key, like smart people do. I
mean,
didn't, and so like I kept pressing enter, but that's not the button you're supposed to press. So yeah,
I wouldn't worry about it.
totally works though. You press Z and then X. All right, so precision, do the thingy, put this on where it belongs. That seems about right, I think. And then press X and Z, and that of course can be changed later if it needs to be. And then you do the pathway upper, same thing. Change the anchor to middle.
And then you can remove it from the map as an actual parallax. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
That
So
way you
now I'm
can
gonna put
animate the things as well.
Yep. It gives me a lot of layers to work with. So there's that one. It needs some work. Obviously, this is like the first step. It always needs to be a little fixed up, but this puts it down on the map, and as you can see, we got layers now. I'm going to have to move the tree trunks, and the player won't be able to walk up here anyways. But we've got our little pathway. They're walking along, they'll be behind the trees and all that. It'll be super cool. Yeah, and then to do the collision, I'm using a plugin, but that's an image where I'll just go in here and add a collision layer on top.
Now you export that as its own, like a one layer image.
Yeah, it's
right?
its own image, and in my project file, it's just listed as it's just collision.
IMG collisions folder.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
there
see
you
it
go.
here.
Yeah.
All my purple collision, except for one. That's gotta change. I'm gonna have to change.
Nah,
this to
you
purple.
don't. It's fine. It's such a big hassle just to change the color that nobody sees.
I know. But yeah, you would just make another a collision layer, and then you work with the upper layers of what you have. Oh, actually, I wouldn't even put it on here. What I would do, is I would export the upper layers from here into a new image, and then draw the collision onto them, and like erase the trunks, the tree trunks, and that would make my upper layer more right, because the trunks shouldn't be upper layer, and it would also create the collision, which you guys have already seen me doing. So yeah, that's the process of how I'm making my maps right now, from beginning to end.
It is arduous, time consuming. It is
But it makes
definitely
good maps.
extra,
It
but
makes
it
nice
does result
maps.
in some of the best maps that I've ever seen.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm done explaining the process now.
What's up, Kuma's Pop-Up Productions? You arrived just in time to get the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching us today. That's going to do it for us. We appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Aerosis and Vino. Love you guys very much. Thank you, everybody who supports us on Patreon. We have a link in the description below. And if you want to support us but you don't have any money, that's also really cool to do. If you want to come join us on Discord, just come hang out with us and chat with us. We like having people there to chat with, and we appreciate your time as well. So come join us on Discord. Links in the description below. If you like this video, please like it. Give a subscription to the channel if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we have a Twitter, @DriftwoodGaming. Join us on Twitter. That's about it. Love you guys very much. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I have to end it.
Yeah, it's on you. It's on your computer.